Hey, happy Monday, everybody. I am so excited about the call, and first I want to show you, I just put on this Correct X. If you guys are looking for a really good way to help chapped lips, and actually I just saw someone post about that in either the Oil Club or the Oil Leadership page. I just saw they were asking, what do you use? And I love doTERRA's lip balm. But also this is great, and my boys love this. So they're all having like dry lips right now because the weather keeps changing. It's all rainy right now, but my boys will go for this because it's like less girly than like a lip balm or something. But they love the lip balm too. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm gonna go right into today's call because I'm already afraid that it's going to go over 30 minutes. So I'm going to really talk fast. And if you guys missed the beginning, or if you want to listen to it again, you can take notes or the replay will stay live in the script. So, hey guys, yes, Lauren loves the Correct X. Yeah, for cuts, scars, dry hands. Yeah, I use it on my cuticles, pretty much all the things. We have multiple in the car, in the kitchen, in the bathrooms. I have one in my office. I'm like, we have them all over the place. So anyway, today I'm just going to go right into it. Every week we're talking about an oil and then a biz training of some sort. And so today I'm just going to touch on the adaptive line because I have 5 minutes to talk about an oil and I'm going to talk about the line. And so I'm just going to go an overview. There are so many different resources out there already. doTERRA has a lot of resources out there. If you search adaptive in our oil club, people are already posting testimonials with how they're feeling and the results they're getting. There's a doTERRA, actually it's not doTERRA, but there's a Facebook group that is just for adaptive testimonials, and it just started like a month ago, and there's already like 12,000 people in there. So there's a lot of people talking about adaptive. If you guys don't know, it is the brand new. Keep your comments coming, but I'm probably not going to read them until the end just because I have a lot to go through, but I'll go through and read them. And also let me know if you're on, especially if you're doing Silver Club or if you're watching the recording, let me know who's on because we're keeping track. But I just got my second convention kit. Let me know if you guys got your convention kit. I'm like in love with it. I'm going to do a whole video just on the kits, but I took out the adaptive line so I can show you guys this. And this is like, again, my second kit. It comes in a nice box. All three of them are together, and let me show you what all three are. And basically the adaptive line is doTERRA's new calming blend. Okay. And it is like amazing. It's like topping all of the other blends. People are noticing a difference in their mood. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to see what I can say again to be compliant, but anxious feelings, feelings of sadness, feelings, of just if you're getting nervous of talking in front of people or just handling the day, going to work, before school, before meeting, handling life, paying bills, all the things that cause you stress. These are the oils that people are really turning to, and they're taking with their LLV and all of the other things. They're adding this. You can either take it in the morning or at night. You're going to have to play around to see like what's your best routine. I'll tell you what I'm doing, and some people notice a difference. Like when they're taking their new adaptive products in the morning, they can just focus and not have that stress of the day, and so they take it multiple times throughout the day. Some people take it at night because it helps them to have their best sleep ever. They'll pair it with Serenity. I heard one person say they couldn't take it in the morning because it just made them a little too calm, and they needed to be like this at work. They were, had a job where they had to have that edge on them, and they were too calm. So you have to kind of play around with it. So there are three different things. I have the sheets out, so I'll just talk about the roller first. Okay, so it comes pre-diluted. There you go, in the roller. You can see there's a new kind of look to it, but this is like the calming blend. In here, there's wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum of the base is in the base of fractionated coconut oil. Okay, so there's a couple of interesting things about this oil when you smell it. One, it's going to smell a little bit different for everybody, okay? And we found that out at the convention when everybody was smelling it at the same time. One, it's gonna smell a little bit different when you take it out of the bottle versus the roller or putting it on the skin because of the body chemistry. It's very weird how that happens, but because there's the different combinations of oils, so like we were all together sniffing the oils at convention, and again, someone would smell, oh my gosh, the wild orange, like Claire was like the wild orange, and Krista was like, no, I smell the lavender, and someone else was like, no, the neroli. Like they each had one of the oils that they were very drawn to. And then again, when we were smelling it out of the bottle, so like when you're diffusing it, it smells a little bit different than when you're putting it on your skin. And so, I mean, it just smells so good, you guys. And this is great for men and women. Like my husband loves it. I love it. I would say my kids don't love it as much as their favorites. They have their favorites, but I still been putting it on them every day. So the roller, I just showed you guys, I put it on my wrist. You could put it all over your heart, behind your neck, on your temples, on the bottoms of your feet. Okay, this is great. You can keep this in your purse and take it throughout the day and use just like as you would use any oil as needed. You can do it in the palms of your hand and just sniff it in. Okay, so huge. And let me know if you guys are have testimonies to share, and I will read those off. I have a lot of you guys watching. Hey guys, hey. Ruth says Adaptive is a game changer. She uses it for sleeping with copaiba and it works wonderful for sleep. Yep. Amanda said she smelled the magnolia. Ruth says she loves it as a personal perfume. So awesome. Keep your testimonies coming. The next is the oil that you can get, just the straight oil, and you can obviously use this all the same ways that you would use the roller. You can dilute with coconut oil, put a drop on your hand, breathe it in. If you have your diffuser, again, everyone's gonna want to use it a little bit different, but you would just take your diffuser, put a couple of drops in. So I did like 3 or 4 drops. I have my water right here, and then I would have that going in my office. So you can use it in, like I said, your diffuser, or before bed, pair it with Serenity or copaiba. You can put it on the bottom of your feet, rub it on your big toe. Okay, so that's another way. And then they have the Adaptive complex. Okay, so it's calming blend capsules. So I guess not a complex, but again, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's like multicolored. You can just see that. Anyway, easy. Just put it in a row and swallow, and that is it. Okay, so those are the 3 different ways to use the Adaptive line. Again, let me know who is using it. Lauren says she loves it, uses it every day. Even she says I even use it with my yoga students. Awesome. Amanda says used it during her midterm and it keep me calm. Yep, that's awesome. The way we've been using it in our home is, I think I've shared this several times with you guys already, but we have an oil cabinet in our house, and every morning I've been putting oils on the kids. I put them on myself. I actually have oils in my bathroom too, so as I'm getting ready, I will either put some under my tongue, like copaiba or frank, and then I usually put some emotional oil on my heart, over my chest, because that's my perfume. That's how I'm setting my mood for the day. But I have, this is what I took out from my cabinet that I have. I have a lot more oils than this in my cabinet, but I have this thing, I don't even know where I got it, Home Goods or Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I think Target sells them. You can get them at the dollar store or Amazon. Anything that just keeps your oils accessible and in a routine is nice. Okay, so then you can see I have my Adaptive right here, and I would just roll this on the kids, either chest, if it's the roll on, right, or the back, pretty much either one of those places every morning before school. So that's what they've been getting, of course, with their supplements and all the other stuff. So we've been doing that. I will physically have to rub it on my husband also. He does use his own oils sometimes too, but while I'm rubbing the oils on the kids, I will rub it on him and his chest too, and he likes that, to make like a little tent and breathe in the oils throughout the day. Sometimes the kids don't like smelling it, so that's why I put it on their back. okay? Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's how we're using it. Keep your stories coming. Hey guys, and I want to go right into the business part of today. I'm excited, and I'm actually thinking that I'm going to see what I can get through today, okay? Moving everything over, and I've done a video on this before, but it's been a while. But what I've found is we have so many new people, so welcome. You know, they're joining our team, and I've been doing a lot of three-way calls and a lot of welcome calls, and I will tell you the daily mentor calls are awesome and a huge help for training and duplicating and everything. But there's one thing that I do want to go over, and if you guys are brand new, this is something for you. If you've been in this for a while, it's a good review, and also to tag your team so then everyone is getting the information. So like I said, I've done this before, but I'm going to add in a few things that I learned in Prague with some of the new averages and things. But in the next less than 20 minutes, I'm going to quickly show you guys how to build an elite business, structuring for Premier or Silver. I'm probably not going to go into those because I don't think I'll have time to go into those today. But I'm going to draw it out for you guys, and this is exactly what I do with a new person. Although if I'm over the phone, I have them draw it out themselves. So make sure you guys get your own paper and pen so you guys can draw it out with me, and we are going to structure your business as if you were brand new coming in and you want to know like where to place people, your builders, or you know, again, I'm going to pretend like you know nothing and that we're starting brand new. This is what I would talk to a brand new person. Okay, so, and this is my, as usual, my fancy whiteboard. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to move this. Oops, hold on. Sorry, I'm using two different stands for my phone, and my other stand got in the way. I'm using one light stand and one phone stand. There we go. Okay, if you guys can see this, I can see the questions. So if you guys have questions, let me know, and then I have my notes here too. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to have you guys do on your paper. So if you guys have your paper, or again, if I'm doing a call, I say make sure they have their paper, and this is what they're going to write. Okay, and then you put in, I'll say, put your name into the circle, and then write 150 LRP, okay? And so at this point, sorry, you guys do know I'm pregnant, and my belly gets in the way when I lean forward, so I have to move back. Loyalty reward is LRP. Again, I'm pretending like you don't know anything, but basically it's your fancy auto ship, it's your wellness box, it's the things that you're gonna be ordering every single month from doTERRA, okay? You can edit anytime, change it anytime, cancel anytime. The minimum to get paid in doTERRA is 100 PV, okay? PV is point value. Every product has a point value, and they're the same internationally. That's why we go with points versus like dollars or whatever currency that you're using. So we go by points. The points start over from the first to the end of the month. Every single month you start with 0 and you end with however many points you have from you and your organization, okay? When you have 125 points scheduled to go out on your LRP, you guys can see that. It's backwards for you guys. I get that. I think it's backwards for you guys. You're drawing your own, so this is just a template. You're going to be looking at your own, basically. Okay? If I'm on the phone with someone, they're not looking at my stuff. They're only drawing their own stuff. So it makes them listen to 125 points before the 15th of the month. Okay? They're going to get their free oil every single month. It's the Product of the Month Club. Okay? And this is awesome. doTERRA does this for all customers, all advocates, and it was made for customers, but advocates obviously can use it too. And so that's when you order between the 1st and the 15th. If you're an advocate, I already said this last week when we talked about LRP, so I'm not going to talk a ton about this. Advocates order on the 5th of the month, and customers between the 1st and the 15th of the month, okay? But to unlock all the bonuses, when you and your top 3 people are at 150 LRP, you're going to get the power of 3 bonuses, okay? So it's 600 points divided by the 4 people, it's 150 each, okay? I'm not going to talk a ton about that, but that's so you know, and you need 150 LRP in your template to get your fast start bonuses, okay? So make sure you have that. If you don't have 150 or 100 LRP at least to do that, you're missing out, because if somebody goes to your website and orders today and you don't have 100 LRP set up, you're missing out on that bonus, okay? And you can't get that again. So make sure you have 100 LRP, even if you're not sure what to get, just put it in and then you can edit it before it actually goes out, okay? Then I tell them, draw 3 lines. The bottom of each line, draw a circle, right? 150 LRP at the bottom of each one of those, okay? So what we call these people right here is your top line, your front line, or your builders, your business builders. So these are people that want to grow a business just like you. They want to build an organization. They want it to create a legacy. They want to make, a couple extra $1,000. Your front line is going to be a little bit different depending on your goals. So once you know like your final goal, you want to work your way backwards from that. But I would say anyone who wants to they want to be serious. They want to host classes. They want to read personal development books. They want to get on calls. They want to be active and growing, right? So the people that are doing things, okay? doTERRA did a study of all the people that are in the company that are making $20,000 a month or more, and they found that they all had the same 7 characteristics in common. And I'm going to share with you guys what those are. And if you're listening to the daily mentor calls, Elise goes into this in detail also. But before we go into that, they all have what we call a CC, okay? They're capable and committed, okay? So capable is someone that is capable of talking to someone, capable of handing out a sample, capable of hosting an oil class, right? They can do things. Being committed is doing the things that they say they're going to do. So if they say they're going to give out a sample or host a class or get on a training call, they're going to do that thing. Okay, so again, your top line, your builders, they're your prime real estate in your business. Like they're your best people. If you could think of who would be your rock stars, your dream team, that's your frontline people right here. And they should definitely be CCs. They're capable and committed of doing this, okay, of doing doTERRA, sharing the oils and that kind of thing. The 7 characteristics that doTERRA found is 1, there are women. 80 to 88% of the industry are women, and that's usually the people that are bringing in the products for the home or the health products for the home. It's not always the case, but majority of the people are women. On average, they're about 25 to 45, okay? Because that's the age that people are starting to become, and it's not always, okay? We have people, like I just talked to a 19-year-old this week, and then we have people all the way who are retired or empty nesters or whatever. So we've all in between in our team, but that's on average what they are. Because again, if they're new moms, they're like looking at every ingredient, they're thinking about what they're washing their clothes with and what they're putting in their bodies, and maybe they went the traditional route of medicine and they're like, it's just wasn't what they thought, or there's too many side effects, so they're looking for plant medicine, or whatever the reason is. And also plus, because everybody wants natural things right now, it's kind of nice that it's cool to be natural now. That really helps with growing a natural business, right, with oils. If they are married, they have a supportive spouse, because obviously if your spouse is supportive, then it's going to be a lot easier to go to an oil class or use the oils or watch training videos or read books than someone who maybe would say, if they're watching the kids, like, I'm not going to watch the kids, or, not like when you're working on yourself, or whatever the reason is. It's just easier when you have a supportive spouse. But I'll give a plug to Becky Ferrent's husband, Tim Ferrent, who wrote a book. She's Selling What? And it's for husbands, the Skeptical Husband's Guide to Network Marketing. So you can get that for them, or have them listen on Audible, and it's great and explains the business and, that it's a legit business and how to support her, because some men want to support their wives, but they just have no clue how. Anyway, so that's a great book. But if someone is not married, then obviously they don't have that, holding them back. Okay, then the fourth thing is the natural-minded. They should love the oils. It's really hard to sell something that you don't love and use every day. That's part of the reason why you have to be ordering 100 points a month, because again, you can't sell something that you're not using, okay? And if you're using the supplements and all the things, it adds up very quickly, right? You're using the hair care, the skin care, the supplements, the oils, the probiotics, all the things. It's easy to get that. And you're not spending anything extra. You're redirecting the spending of things that you're already buying to buy from your own shop, right? Okay, so they're natural-minded. The next thing is they have an entrepreneurial mindset. So they want to be their own boss. They want to take ownership of their life and their business. And again, not that anyone works 80 hours a week in doTERRA, but they're the kind of people that would work 80 hours a week to avoid the 40 hours a week, right? They want to be their own boss, right? So you're going to have a different mindset if you're the boss or the employee, right? So we're looking for people that want to take ownership, basically, okay? Set their own hours, create that freedom lifestyle, that flexibility. The next thing is they have a financial need or want. So they either want more money for something or they need more money, okay? A lot of times people need more money for paying bills, college, mortgage, car payments, to pay for their oil habit, whatever it is. But there's a lot of people that maybe don't need money, but they want more money, or they want that natural lifestyle because they're at their job, they're working, from when they open their eyes till they shut their eyes, and they want something different, right? And so they want to replace the way they make money. And then the last thing is the network. So the people who have the biggest network, the most friends, obviously will be very successful because they know more people, right? So it's easier to connect with more people and help more people because you know them. So when you're going through your list of people that you know, right, because you have your list of 100 people, the people that, like the analogy that I give, if you're going to a fundraiser, you wouldn't necessarily just enroll the person you're sitting next to at the fundraiser. You would want to connect with the person who put the whole fundraiser on because they know everyone in the room, versus one person who you're not sure who they know, okay? So they are influential, and it could be maybe they're influential on Facebook. Maybe they have a lot of friends and they're the go-to. They're always sharing recipes and the go-to mom at your church or school, or there's a lot of different things that they can be influential in a lot of different ways. Anyway, so the people that are most influential are also huge. So those are the top 7 things. So those are, you guys can probably hear the sirens going on. Okay, top people, these are your builders. Then I tell them, take 3 lines off of each one of those, and then a circle on the bottom of each one of those, okay? And then write 150 LRP in each one of those lines, okay? So this second line is second level, or what we call sharers. So they're people that are sharing in the business. They want to share the oils, maybe get their oils paid for, or they want to build the business, but they don't have that commitment, or maybe they're not as capable, maybe they're just 1C, okay? They go on the second level, okay? So we have 2 C's, builders, and then we have sharers. Or they're people that say, I just want to host a few oil classes. I want to build a little, oil club to get their oils paid for, maybe a little bit of extra stuff. You can be as picky as you want on your second level as your first level. So again, depending on the rank that you want to grow in your business, you might have higher requirements for who's going to go on your second level, okay? Or it might be someone who thinks they're a CC, but you know that they're in a new business every year, or they just started another business and you just don't think they have the time. You can put them on the second level. Or let's say they're two friends, you'd put them on the same line. Okay, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can do, a church group in the same line. Again, you can be creative. Okay, hey guys, I see a lot of new faces getting on. That's your second line. And if you have any questions, let me know, but I am talking fast because I don't have a lot of time. So then we would do 3 lines coming off of each one of those, okay? Just pretend that I'm doing that. And then draw your circles at the bottom of each one of those, okay? That's your third line. That's where you put customers, okay? So the third line is where you put your customers. And there are people who say, no, I don't want to do the business. I don't want to share. And a lot of times they will want to share later, but for now, you have to put them on your third line, okay? This can go deeper and deeper. The higher you want to go in your business, you can actually have, I never really tell new people this, but for you guys, if you want to go higher, like to Blue Diamond, you're going to want to have a couple of lines of CCs, and then your shares would be on the third line, and your customers will be on the fifth, or the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, okay? This can go all the way down, but this is the basic build for an elite, for like the perfect build, okay? Now, like I said earlier, whenever someone orders, ideally they're all at 150 LRP. All these points go up to you, okay? When you reach in a 1 month time 3,000 PV, you are at the rank called elite, okay? That is the first, I would say it's like the first recognized rank in doTERRA. There is an executive rank that's 2,000 points. That's also amazing. But elite is like the building block of doTERRA. So I say if you can understand elite and building to an elite, you can go to the highest levels of doTERRA, because the whole business is about creating a whole bunch of elites in doTERRA, okay? So 3,000 points, again, the points can come from anywhere. They all roll up to you. In 1 month time, you're an elite, okay? For this rank, you technically don't need any business builders, okay? If you bought 3,000 points yourself, you're an elite. If you have one person that has 3,000 points in just one leg, you're an elite. But like I said in the beginning, I want to help you to build to premier and to silver and to beyond. So we're always going to be thinking 1 to 2 ranks higher than what your next rank, right? Because we don't want anyone just moving up and then getting stuck at that rank. Always be thinking a few ahead. Even if you think, I don't know if I want to hit that rank, aim for it, because if you don't, it'll take a lot longer to get there, okay? So in elite, when you are first getting started, these are the new averages, okay? Again, our team is not average. I'm not average. You're not average, but I'm going to go over the averages. I think that you guys can move a lot faster than the averages. But again, I'm going to go over total averages so you know exactly what to know and to share. And I tell people that I don't think that they're going to hit the averages too, because we want people to grow fast, okay? If they want to. But if you're working about 8 hours a week in doTERRA, it will take you about 6 months to hit an elite, okay? If you're working about 15 hours a week, it will take about 2 months to get to an elite, okay? Or if you kind of give it this push in the beginning, which I recommend, if you know the analogy of a rocket ship, most of the work comes at the beginning, right, to launch it. So that's most of the points and the effort is right at the beginning. Then once you're launched, it's a lot easier. So the effort is all at the launch. So if you put about 20 hours a week, you can get there in about 1 month, okay? And that's like you're launching your business. It's going to take more effort in the beginning. We have a program, and Elise has it. You can read about it or listen to the daily mentor calls, but 6 weeks to an elite, where basically you have a program. It's very specifically laid out of what you're going to do for the first 6 weeks of your launch, okay? So you can pick your date to launch, and then you're going to push, and you're going to do the 6 weeks to elite, and most people get there within the 6 weeks. the 6 weeks, okay? The average at an elite, sorry, my notifications keep going off, is $300 to $800 a month, okay? If you're doing the work. This does not count if you're just sitting on points, or if you're you know, having people place points on you, on your team, or whatever. This is you enrolling and you growing, and it's including fast starts and those kind of things, okay? Any questions about Elite so far? Oh, it's 1:30. I don't think I'm going to talk about the other builds because I want to respect your time. Again, we're going to talk probably Premier and Silver coming up. For Premier, you're definitely going to need 2 legs, which we'll talk about. That's like the one thing I didn't get to talk about. For Elite, you don't need it, but I always suggest finding at least 1 builder in the beginning. If you have 2, that's awesome, that you're going to work with, and put your people and customers on that 1 leg, okay? I would never recommend putting all the customers on the front line, because that will help you get to an elite. Because if you have 3,000 points, you're an elite, but that will not help you to advance to the next ranks. And I'll just quickly give you a little highlight for next week, okay? Premier is you with 2 legs. They have 2,000, they have 2,000, you have 5,000. So I'm going to tell you next week on how to get to Premier. Again, I already have a video. Search Premier in this group, or on my YouTube, I have a video on how to get to Premier, and it explains that. Always work a couple in advance, okay? A couple ranks in advance. So think about who are you going to put on your front line, and I'm looking for questions, okay? And then we're going to talk about what do you do when you find that person. So how would you get from thinking you have a person to connecting them with your upline leader or myself to do like a 3-way call, okay? So those are the things that are coming in the next couple of weeks. But until then, please look at the daily mentor calls. And really quickly, because I know we're already late, I have to do a quick shout out. Abby Norris, you are the top enroller so far for October, so congratulations. And then just using first names only, I'm going to quickly highlight the top enrollers so far. Alex, Marcy, Rebecca, Julianne, Cindy, Amanda, Jody, Ruth, Maria, Leah, Becky, Ashley, Abby, Nikki, Hannah, Sharon, Anna, Mandy, Lori, Bertha, Kim, Becky, Rachel, Kennedy, Michelle, Monica, Dawn, Lauren, Jamie, Kay, Nadine, Jackie, and Trina. Awesome. You guys are the top enrollers so far for October. I will also post those names in our oil leadership team so you guys get recognized. I try to do that weekly. Sometimes I fall behind, but keep up the awesome work, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys. Thanks for getting on.